Hi, I'm Tracy Faulkner from Lush Fabrics with your new release for this week, this Sunday. We have had another busy week last Sunday, with our French Cherry release, and then another busy open day yesterday. But we have another 10 fabrics for you today. Another nice range of bases and prints and that sort of thing, and colours. So I hope you like what we have for you here. I'm going to jump straight in. I've got them all listed by fabric type today, so we'll do them all together, which might make it a bit easier to keep track of what they are and what the different fabric bases are like. Okay, first we have some more French cherries. I know we just did a heap of French cherries last week, but this week we have some buffalo plaid, and how pretty is it in this pink? It's just gorgeous. So this French cherry is 200 GSM. So it's not a particularly heavy French cherry. It is quite light, but it's still warm and snuggly. It's nice and soft. French cherry is a fabric which is smooth on one side and loopy on the other. So if you're not sure if something's a French cherry or not, check to see if it's got these loops. The print can be on either side. It's probably more common that the print is on the flat side, the smooth side, but not always. But that is what we have here. We put it up the right way. There we go. So this one has some horizontal stretch, but nothing vertically. And there's your drape. So you can make so many gorgeous things out of this one. Beautiful cardigan or jacket, a top or a jumper, a dress, pants, you name it. There's so much that you could put with it. And we've just got the one coordinate for this one, and that's the rose double brush poly. Is that coming up okay? It's a bit of glare where I'm standing today, isn't there? I'm standing a bit further back than normal because we've got some lights on overhead, and it was just creating a blinding light up in the corner of the screen. To tilt it down and step back a little. Okay, so that is the pink buffalo plaid, and now I have blue buffalo plaid. This is the most beautiful colour blue. I love it. The pink is obviously very pretty as well. How's that one? I must make something for my boys out of this because it's super cute, and they probably wouldn't appreciate the pink. Some boys are fine to wear pink. Mine aren't pink boys at all. So obviously the stretch is the same, and the drape. Now the blue buffalo plaid you could pair with the slate single brush poly or the mid blue 100% cotton. This is a knit, so it does still stretch even though it's 100% cotton. Okay, so blue buffalo plaid, French cherry, and the pink buffalo plaid in French cherry. I have a lot of trouble saying that, putting the plaid on the end. I keep saying pad. Okay, now I have a couple of scubas for you, and hopefully you got to try some scuba. It might not have arrived with you yet, but the weekend before, the weekend before the Lush Sunday special was a scuba. So I was hoping that some of you that haven't tried it before might have taken me up on the good price and got some scuba to give it a go. Some of you will have it because it's 2 weeks ago now, but Australia Post are a bit delayed at the moment, so things are taking longer. So this scuba is called Moonlight, and it's beautiful greys and whites and probably ivories, black. It's really pretty. So scuba is smooth on both sides. It has a slight thickness to it, if you can pick up that thickness there. So it's a bit thicker than your average fabric, which is great because that makes it a little bit forgiving, and we like that. So it's a bit thicker. It's 220 GSM, so it's got a little bit of weight to it. It has some good horizontal stretch. It has just a little bit of some vertical give there, but that's good that it's got something vertically, and that's the drape. So scuba, you can use scuba for many things again. beautiful pants, beautiful skirts, jackets, tops, dresses, all sorts of things. It's going to have your garment made out of scuba will have a bit more structure than your garment made out of sweater knit or double brush poly or bamboo or rayon modal or anything like that, because they're quite drapey fabrics. This, a bit like Liverpool, has a little bit more structure to it, which can create a beautiful look. So there are plenty of patterns out there that look amazing in fabrics like scuba and also in fabrics like rayon modal, but it gives them quite a different look. So it's really interesting actually to see things, you know, the same pattern made up in the different fabric types. And if you do wonder what they're going to look like, just go on to the Pattern Makers Facebook group and either search for that particular pattern name or ask if anyone's made it in this particular fabric type, and then you can see how you think it works. Okay, so scuba, obviously black would look really nice with this one, and the white as well. It's kind of black, white and grey, so really any colour can go with this one and it'll look really nice. Now today I am wearing, this isn't a new release, this is a currently out there fabric. This is the Down to Earth sweater knit. Yep, we've still got some, I'm just checking, we still have some here. I really like it. It's not usually the sorts of colours I would generally choose for myself, but I think it's really nice. It's got some nice earthy tones to it. A few greys in there as well. So there's a few colours that you can wear with it. And this is the Harper cardigan by Sinclair, which I absolutely love. My mum has put in an order for this same cardigan, which I must get on to doing for her. And I'm going to need some more Harper cardigans and some different sweater knits and French terries, I think, to keep me going for the winter. Okay, enough about that. I have another scuba, and this is a print that you've seen before. Tiny dots in black. So versatile. It can go with so many things. Obviously, this can go with so many different colours. This one actually feels a little bit softer than the other scuba, which happens sometimes. They both come from the same place. But this one just has a softer feel to it. Obviously, the same sort of stretch again, a little bit vertically, and there's your drape. And let's get this one. They look really nice together. Look really nice in the one garment together. But you don't have to stick with two scubas. You know, you can mix this with other fabric types. It's no problem at all putting them together. It can make a really nice look actually, because you kind of get the different texture in there as well, which can just give it a little bit of extra something. So white, sorry, goes with that tiny dots in black, and almost any other colour under the sun because it's black and white. Okay, now I have double brush poly. I only have one double brush poly this week. I've got so many other things which I want to get out to you all so that you can see them all. And have a chance to buy them while the weather is a bit chilly. Alright, so this one is called Imagine. It's super pretty and it is super, super soft. So brush poly is probably our most popular fabric. We do have quite a lot of it. It comes in the most beautiful print, so it's very, very easy to buy. I too have issues with buying fabric. I just buy it by the roll instead of by the metre, and so I have heaps here. So yes, I find them all a little bit irresistible. So a beautiful deep black base, and brush poly has been brushed on the outside and the inside, so it makes it a beautiful soft fabric, really, really nice to the touch, and it has really great stretch. But just as good as that, I think, is that it has really great recovery. So that just means if you stretch it out, it'll pop back in again. It won't stay stretched out and get bigger on you during the day. So it's great for loose flowy garments because it has such nice drape, but it's also really great for tighter fitting garments because it's got this really great stretch to it and the recovery as well. So this one There's some yellows that go with it. So the yellow rayon modal and the banana double brush poly look really nice. You could put some white double brush poly with it, or I mean I keep putting up the double brush poly, but there's also Triblend and Bamboo, Liverpool and Ponte I think in white. So whilst I show you the white double brush poly card, it could go for any of those other ones that are white. So this is Imagine double brush poly. Okay. Alright, I have a Ponte, just the one Ponte, but it's pretty cool. I like this Ponte. Not my colours, but they'll look amazing on many, many other people. Let me show you. Isn't that cool? I love the colours. They do not love me, unfortunately. So this one is called Mischief, and it is a Ponte. It is 220 GSM. Make amazing pants or a skirt, dress, jacket, cardigan. I made a cardigan out of Ponte, and it made it just a little bit coat-like. So it's kind of like a coatigan, really. And I love it. It's just a slightly different look. You know, it's still casual, it's still comfortable, but because it's got that little bit more structure, because Ponte has a little bit more structure, it just made it that little bit dressier and a bit different from, you know, the relaxed, comfy things that I have in my wardrobe most of the time. Okay, so this one has a really great horizontal stretch, and it won't stretch out on you during the day. It's got good recovery as well. Just a little bit of give vertically, and there's your drape. So keep that vertical stretch in mind if you're planning on making pants or something out of it, because vertical stretch can be quite important for pants and many other garments. But all the pattern makers, they put their stretch requirements on their patterns. So they'll say, you know, you need a 4-way stretch, which means that it goes horizontally and vertically. So it goes up and down and left and right, so 4-way. Or it might just need 2-way, which can obviously mean either way. Most fabrics will stretch horizontally. There are some that only have some vertical stretch. So you can see what the pattern requirements are in regard to stretch, and then we list the stretch percentages on the website as well. So you'll know if you've already seen the pattern, if you know what you want to make, and if you've already seen the pattern, you've looked at it, you know what the stretch requirements are, you can check the Lush website to see if the fabric is actually suitable for that pattern or not. So we're trying to take some of the guesswork out for you. Because shopping online can be tricky, and we get that, so we'll try and make it as easy as we can. Alright, so this one looks really nice with latte double brush poly, and with camel double brush poly, and tan double brush poly, and obviously black would look amazing. I don't show you that because it always looks amazing, really, the black. I do love black. Okay, so Mischief, Ponte. Alright, now I have a couple of Liverpools to show you. This one's a lovely soft Liverpool. This one is called Luminous, and it has a very big print. So keep that in mind. It's very pretty, but it is quite a big flower on there. So keep that in mind in regard to who you're sewing for. Or what sort of garment it might be. Be a beautiful skirt or dress. Long line cardigan would be amazing in this, actually. Oh, no, I think I want that. Okay, so Liverpool has really good horizontal stretch and great recovery, but just a little bit of give vertically. There's not really much there at all. So Liverpool, I mentioned this one earlier. It's a little bit like scuba in that it has some thickness to it and it has some structure to it. So let's see if you can see any of the thickness there or not. It's not really showing up that well, is it? So Liverpool is smooth on the inside, and it's got this crepey texture on the outside. And that, along with the thickness, is fantastic for hiding any flaws that you might want to tuck away and for nobody else to see. So Liverpool makes beautiful little pencil skirts, great dresses, great pants, great tops, jackets or cardigans. It's quite versatile. Again, you just need to check the stretch requirements of your pattern because it really doesn't have any vertical stretch. So this one looks nice with real red. This not real red. This is fire engine red. It also goes with real red. This is a cotton spandex. Or you could pull out the pinks and use pale pink single brush poly. You could pull out the olives in the leaves. This is olive double brush poly. Or the dark blue double brush poly, goes really nicely with that background there. And then this is the real red double brush poly. So it's got a few things that go with it there. So that's Luminous, the Liverpool. And the next Liverpool is actually another animal print. We've got two animal prints today. This one, it's got the nice light background, which, although it's still animal print, it makes it that little bit different, I think, because the colours in there are a little bit different. This one is called Resistance is Futile. And you can see that crepey texture on there, on the outside. And the stretch, again, good horizontal stretch. Really not much vertically, but some give. And there's the drape. So this one, what does this one go with? Okay, this one looks nice with the light olive. This is a double brush poly, that goes really well. I like those two together. And the ivory, because the background isn't really white. The ivory looks quite good with it. Okay, so that one is Resistance is Futile. All right, we're down to our last two fabrics. And they are sweater knits, both of them. They are crazy, crazy soft. They are just beautiful. So the sweater knits that I get in here are usually quite thin sweater knits. And I know that some of you from the colder climates are sometimes a bit disappointed by that. Look, it is what it is. This is what my supplier has available. So I guess if you are in a much colder climate, then it might be a layering piece. I live in Perth, so it doesn't get overly cold. It does get cold, but not compared to some of the other places. So for us, it's beautiful. For Queensland, it'd be great as well. But for those colder climates, you Tassie people and southern Victoria and that sort of thing, yes, it would probably just be one layer for you if it's a cold day. So this one is called Halo, and it is a dark blue / navy. With this, I really like the print. It's still girly, it's still floral, but it's just the white. I think it simplifies it a little bit. It's not too out there, and as I said, it's crazy soft. It has some really good horizontal stretch and some vertical and beautiful drape. Sweater knit has lovely, lovely drape. So with fabric like this, it'll make a really lovely dress. I've made a couple of sweater knit dresses and I really like them. You could make a skirt if you wanted to. Beautiful jumper, beautiful cardigan, that sort of thing. It's just lovely for winter. So this one looks really nice with white. So this is double brush poly, but there's Liverpool, Ponte, bamboo, tri-blend. It also looks nice with dark blue, double brush poly. Or you could go with the navy single brush poly. Or many of the other colours under the rainbow, because it really is just navy and white. So there's so much that can match with that. Reds always look beautiful, I think, with navy and white. But so do many other colours, so there's lots that can match with that one. So this is Halo Sweater Knit. So that means that our Sunday special for today is also a sweater knit. So Lush Sunday special means that we put it at a special price just for the Sunday. So it's slightly reduced. which makes it really great if it's a fabric base that you haven't tried before. So it just makes it, a bit easier, a bit more affordable if you haven't tried it before to give it a go when it's the Lush Sunday Special. So this one is Rapture in black. So we've got the Rapture in pink, which is like a pinky purpley colour. So this is the same print but with the black background. So it's quite pretty. Very soft, again, feels lovely. Has really great stretch both ways, and the drape is just beautiful. So much that you can make out of this one, and it'll feel so lovely to wear. It's 180 GSM, so it's not heavy and it's not thick, but it is kind of snuggly and cozy. So you could put real red with this one to match in with those flowers there, or you could really brighten it up and put the lemon cotton spandex with it. This one I'll brighten it up too. The light blue double brush poly, and I love that because that really pulls those blues out a little bit, otherwise they can kind of get lost in there a little bit. Light sage to match in with those leaves. Heathered grey, this is a round modal, to match those grey backgrounds there. Good old avocado always seems to pop up, doesn't it? That matches in well. This is a cotton spandex. Or bright light blue, so I'm stuck there, to pick up those blues as well. Another cotton spandex. So there are your options, and this is your Sunday special for this week. So if you're interested, jump on so you can get some before it sells out, and then you can see what you think of sweating it. So as I said, it's not thick, but it's lovely and soft and cozy. If it's a very cold climate, then it's going to be a layering piece for you. Okay, that is everything. As always, we have a $50 Lush gift card to give away in our Lush Facebook group, which is Lush Fabrics and then Australia in brackets. So jump in there and enter that competition. That'll be drawn tomorrow, Monday, 4 p.m. Western Standard Time. That is all. I hope you like what we've got. We're going to be getting more and more fabrics out because I've got so much here that I want you to see, that I want to get out to you while you can still sew it up when it's nice and cool. So there might be a few more fabrics coming up in the next couple of weeks as well. So it's always nice. It gives you a few to choose from. Okay, that's all. I'll stop talking. I will see you all next week. Enjoy. Bye-bye.